Hello, Tim. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric and for Tim. I don't know how to tell you this, but it's even the same kind of typeface of the cartoon. You have the Roadrunner, and everything in there was Acme, right? That makes me happy. And the fact that you were re-roofing St. Charles Borromeo. Now, those were I can't tell you how many times I went to church in there and drove past the thing. My home is in Fircrest, so Tacoma boy here, born and raised, and it's really fun to see the sound and the bridge it's so funny I call it the bridge still, and there's two of them. So I don't know, the bridges, I guess. Anyway, nice to meet you, and thank you for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis, so here we go. Now I'm going to show you the first thing I do is I look at the site pretty thoroughly, and you have a great site, and it's really well done. It's beautiful. It's got good color scheme. People are going to click all over it to get in. And you actually list your service areas. I don't see Fircrest, so I'm a little disappointed, but that's okay. Now, the next thing I want to tell you is that after I look at that, I go to a paid tool that I use called Ahrefs. It shows me all of the metrics of your website. Then the third thing I do is I look at a map of the area just to familiarize myself. I did not know there was a Cromwell there. I'm not that familiar. I don't know if you do roofs over on that side. Wallachet, I know, of course. But there's a whole bunch of new communities there that are just new to me. Shore Acres, never heard of it. Anyway, um, the next thing that I do is I look at a Google search. And I had to do this for my roof in Fircrest about, I don't know, 6 years ago now. And this is uh, this is where I have to describe how a Google search works. Now, there is a Google algorithm that decides the order of absolutely everything on a Google search from top to bottom. Now, the first thing that we're coming across here is what we call the map pack. Now, the map pack is attached to that lovely little map. And the way that these folks got on there was by filling out a Google business profile. Now, that's something you can do yourself. You don't really need me or your website designer to help you do that. But I will tell you that it does take a certain level of expertise and experience to get it right, because you want to end up in this thing at the top as much as you can, because most people are not going to scroll much further than that. See how that bump stop there at related searches? Nobody's going to go below that because they think, oh, these are the ones that are kind of iffy down there. They think that, this list is from best to worst. But you know, and I know that that's not true. Google wants you to have the most relevant results. Now, they own the rights to the word relevant, apparently, because they think that a roofer that has the best website is the most relevant. I would hope that the roofer that has the best workmanship and the best prices and the best, materials is what I would be looking for, not the best website, but it's Google. They are the gorilla in the search world, and when the gorilla wants to dance, well, you dance. Now, this is the first thing you can do. Fill out the map pack. Number two, underneath the map pack, these are completely and wholly designed and ordered by the Google algorithm. The very first one I come across is Guardian Roofing. I'm going to show you why they're number one, why they are listed first here. They're before Yelp, they're before Angie's List, and I actually don't find your company on a search. I mean, I could probably scroll down and find it eventually, but the truth is that some guy with a Dorito in one hand and a mouse in the other is not going to go very far. He's going to figure he has about all he needs from the related searches on up. So I'm going to, for the sake of this comparison, refer to Guardian Roofing as your Google competitor. Here's their website, and not any worse or better than yours, about the same in terms of lovely things to click on. I like yours better because it makes me happier. I love the Roadrunner more, and I like seeing the video more. It's a more sophisticated website for sure. But getting people here is the issue. Getting them to click is not a problem. You have a beautiful enough site that they're going to click to get in. But this should be a tool of your company that actually drives customers to you and makes you money. Now, how people are going to come to you is actually inside of your website. I'm going to show you exactly how. The web designer that you hired did a great job, and they're like the painter at the body shop. We are like the mechanics because we know what needs to go inside of your website. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take a select all, copy, and paste into this word counter. You have 315 words. I'm going to do the same with Guardian. Select all, copy, and paste, and there we go, 1,173 words. Now, you and I are not an algorithm, but I can tell you that 1,173 beats 315 in the eyes of the algorithm. You need to have more words than your competitor, at least. But I can also tell you that Google wants 1,500 words on your homepage in order to consider you a contender for being in their search results. Now, all words are not the same. So it's not about, just putting the same word roofer and Furcrest, 1,500 times. It has to appear naturally. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is that tool that I was showing you. You have 403 keywords in your website, Acme Roofing Washington. You have 403 keywords. Keywords are where Google takes all of the sites that show up from a search. It extracts all of the words from that search for, in this case, Tacoma roofers. It counts them and sees which word appears the most frequently. That is the number one keyword, and then the next one second, and the next one third, and so on. So keywords are important because Google expects them to be in your website. Now, you have matched its expectation 403 times. Here's what your competitor has, 2,900. So I am going to tell you that once again, as an algorithm, they're looking at this number and they're saying, oh, that wins. So we want them to be higher. That's part of your DR, which is your domain rating. Now you have 46 out of 100. That is extremely high. You're doing really well. And I'm going to guess it's based upon your backlinks. Now, backlinks, I didn't even know if you knew that you were doing this. Backlinks is where another site refers to your site. You have 265. That's not bad at all. That's sites that refer back to yours, like Angie's List, like yellowpages.com, like Dex Knows, all of those. And here's what they have. They have 7,300. So again, they win that little Google contest, if you will. Here are their backlinks. Goodreads.com. I don't know why they're on a thing that recommends books to read, but they are. PRN Newswire is something that happens if you hold a gala event for a charity or something. It gets on the news. You get in the PR Newswire. Now, Home Advisor, Homestead.com, Angie, they're on Angie, 91. That would be a good one for you because they're your competitor. It is a paid one, but the other ones here, like yellowpages.com and so on, you can get on with just filling out a profile usually. Now, this is where the rubber meets the road. Your keywords and your backlinks have resulted in 141 clicks for your website from Google searches last month. That's down 7 from the month before. And here is your competitor. They had 2,200. Now, I don't need to be snarky about this at all. I'm not trying to, traffic shame you or anything. But 141 does not get as many requests for estimates as 2,200. It does not get as many potential customers for 2,200. It does not get that much more money in your pocket as a result. And that's all about where you are listed in this search. Now, that is wholly determined by your backlinks and your keywords. Now you can do these yourself. I've told you what they are. That's you can look it up yourself. We know what the Google algorithm is. You can check it yourself. But I'm going to assume that you would rather spend more time, roofing in Tacoma and Puyallup and University Place than dealing with all of the guts of your website. And that's where I think Eric can come in handy. If what I've said makes sense to you, and you think that you want to get this more as a tool of your company that brings you money, then by all means give Eric a call, and he would be glad to guide you through the next step. Thanks so much for watching, and have I guess a rainy day. It's been raining a lot up there, right? All right. Thanks so much. Bye bye.